have no idea. I haven't watched Neighbours in years either, so if I'm watching something, it's either on YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime. That's the, yeah, Plex. So, probably not the best one to talk to. Egg. There. Cool. That a little bit spilled. You didn't watch, I still haven't watched the last one, no. I need to, is there a way I can watch it? Okay, egg. In there. It's one egg, isn't it? Yep. Okay, so we're gonna add another little bowl. We're gonna add our flour. So. How many is that? Is that 1? 1.5? Yeah, okay. And then not that much. $370 grams. Don't worry. The mods are onto it. We keep everyone in check. Didn't even see it. Just searched up those guys. Not a fan of Milky Bar Kid. Jelly plain seems cool though. They're really Australia's favourite jelly. I would say yes. Yeah, hold on. Let me go into the pantry. Unless home brand, I have Coles jelly, airplane jelly, airplane jelly, airplane jelly. That's a Coles brand and a Woolworths brand. 4 packets of airplane jelly. Yes. This is the Jelly Light, so it's got low calorie jelly because it's just got like no sugar in it. Orange and mango, mango passion fruit, strawberry and port wine. It's the best flavour. It's like the best. Yeah, I would say they're the. I have some Jello, sugar-free vanilla Jello from the US, both sugar-free. And then I have pistachio Jello and banana cream Jello as well. Yeah, I would say that most common. Milky Bar Kid. Milky Bar, I'm not a fan of white chocolate, but the one with cookies and cream wasn't too bad. Yeah, the home brand doesn't look as good. I agree. Plain jelly in the house represent. I like aeroplane jelly. Speaking of jelly, I have this mold that we're going to. Now I don't know where it is. I have a mold. Damn it. Oh, here it is. We're gonna do this next week. It's basically an aspic, because I know how much you guys like aspic. It's a brain. I'm gonna add this. Hot take, caramel is better than Milky Bar. Probably. I've never actually had the caramel. Fun fact, in Canada, caramel is caramel, like a caramello. I saw someone, Tiffy Cooks, an Instagrammer. I saw on TikTok, she's big on TikTok, I think. She was talking about caramel and she was talking about this caramel inside and it was a caramello. Port wine is so good. Both taste meh, white chocolate sucks. Too bad. I love it. Who doesn't love some brain? I know. Okay. Shit. How much did I say was in here? 270? Okay. So, do usually I would use baking powder, but because I added molasses, I'm going to change to baking soda. And you want to use a third of the amount. Okay? Baking soda reacts with an acid, which is our brown sugar and molasses. If we weren't using molasses in total, you can use brown sugar. Oh, sorry, baking powder, because that has the sodium bicarbonate and the reactant, but I don't need it. Okay. So I used, for every, if you're using plain, so the scale that I usually go to, for every 1 cup of flour, I add 1 3/4 or 2 teaspoons, around 1 3/4 or 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So then you want to change that to a third for baking soda. So usually are using around 3/4 of a teaspoon. Yeah, 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda per cup. Yeah, half to 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. So we're going to use 1 teaspoon. I'm just thinking in my head what I'm going to do. 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda, just because when you're substituting, when I'm creating recipes, when you're substituting things out, you need to test them. Like I wouldn't do it willy-nilly and then put it on the website. I need to test how it works. So I'm going to start with a less amount because we want chewier cookies rather than fluffier cookies, and I don't want them to have too many air bubbles, and I want them to be nice and flat. So I'm going to go err on the side of caution and go less. So 1 teaspoon. I can always halve the recipe and add a little bit more later. Bicarb soda, baking soda, sodium bicarb, baking powder. My brain hurts. I know. Yeah. It's all a bit confusing. So we'll start with this and then we'll go from there. We can always add more. So you make a few cookies, bake them, and add more if necessary. So what I'll do when we create a recipe, I'll try and do that. Like divide the recipe into quarter, add a little bit of this to one bowl, a little bit of this. I might do half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, and then 3/4 and whatever, and see which one I like best, and then ask, exceed. Eat them when they're warm, then eat them when they're cold, eat them a day later, and see what works best. But it's also, cookies are one of those things that's down to personal preference. Some people like them chewy, some people like them crunchy, and so you're never gonna work out perfectly. All right. Okie dokie. Have we got everything we need? We've added a little bit of salt, haven't we? A little bit more. Baking soda, flour. Just add in a little bit. Mix it around. I usually do this to try and get as much off the beater blades, and then I go in with my spatula. If you're looking for a chewier cookie as well, you can mix it a little bit more to create some more gluten. That'll create a chewy cookie too. Just kind of flicks it off the blades, holding it up. All right. Ooh, these are good. Okay. So thinking of the smell of fresh baked cookies, what are some of your all favorite smells? Ooh. They say if you're selling your house, like before a home open or when people come to visit or something, make cookies or mix some water with some vanilla extract and warm it in your oven, and then that smell is really inviting. The smell, I think, of golden syrup, like Anzac cookies specifically, the smell of them, warm golden syrup, or brown butter for me are one of my favorite smells. The smell of brown butter, like cooking butter in a fry pan, reminds me of my grandparents making pancakes. My granddad always used to make pancakes in butter and cook them in the stove on butter, and just reminds me of being a little kid. Ooh, bread in the oven, yes! Okay, let's have a taste. So, in comparison to your regular chocolate chip cookie, these have like a richness to them from the molasses that is really nice. You could add some cinnamon in here, like a cinnamon cookie, and then roll it in some brown sugar and make like a snickerdoodle. I'm cooking 9 in butter at the moment, nice. Okay. So, I'm just gonna take these mummies off this tray. Oh no, one fell over. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Look at me. Being such a good girl. Okay. So, chocolate chips, milk, dark, bit of both. What do you want? Man, I hate when that happens. Okay. Just because I'm a glutton for punishment, I'm going to try 3 different types of cookies. Okay. Yeah. Milk and dark, none. Because we're going to do the molasses cinnamon in there, idea. Okay. Gotta eat the one that's swollen over, otherwise you'd feel left out. This is true. This is true. So this is dark chocolate. It's been empty for a while. Royal Honey, welcome in. I gotta get a regal on and make these cookies. Make something to make them vampire. I don't drink coffee. Oh, coffees. Yeah, don't even say that, Liz, because now I'm going to make coffee cookies. Great add-in to cookies is some freshly ground coffee. Amazing. Coffee, like the crunch is really nice too. All right. What I'm going to do, milk. And then I can put the fresh bag in there. Should have ordered 2 bags of this. I thought I didn't know this was nearly empty. Cool. I put too All right. Smells good, just tastes bad to me. Okay, not a big fan of coffee. Bakery worker, welcome in. All right. Chocolate. Now to this one, we're gonna add a little bit of cinnamon. If I can figure out which one of these is cinnamon. Hey, Scuba. Doing great, welcome back. And then I want to create a little bit of cinnamon, like a, I've only ever seen this, I've never made snickerdoodles. Also, what the heck is up with the name snickerdoodle? Because not the doodle part, the snicker part. How come they don't have any nuts in them? How can you call it a snickerdoodle when they're nothing like a Snickers bar? Confused us. Someone said to us when we were in the US, they were like, here, have these snickerdoodles. We were expecting like a peanut butter cookie, because everything in the US is peanut butter flavored, and a snickerdoodle come out as cinnamon sugar. We were so confused. They predate the Snickers bar, but didn't get it. No one told me, no one prepared me. They're actually German. Okay. Okay. This might not work because this sugar's so fine. You're so fine, you blow by mine. Hey sugar, ooh, ooh, hey sugar. Okay, that's our cinnamon sugar. Cool. Cinnamon cookie, so I just added some cinnamon. Oh, do I want to add some ginger? Ginger molasses cookie, yeah. Banging idea, Molly. A little pinch of ginger. Cinnamon molasses cookie. Yum. Heyo, Huffle, welcome in. We're meant to be making vampire cookies, but I'm getting stuck, caught up in different flavored cookies. It's bad. Everyone is giving me all these amazing ideas. Okay. Let's have a taste. Could be more, but oh no, oh that's a bit gingery. Nice. Okay. Oh, oh, oh! I think I just got a mouthful of the ginger. If you're just joining us, we made some mummy jalapeno poppers. They look like that. They're a bit crazy. Hey, easy. Okay, so this is milk and dark. I think we should have chopped up the chopped chips a little bit smaller for our cookie, but we want them to be a bit bigger because remember we have to cut them in half for our vampire mouth. That and this one. Just use your fingers. Okay. Look at that. The term snickerdoodle has no relation to Snickers bars. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just never, no one never told me. And so they just, we got given snickerdoodles. We had no idea. All right, like that. Ooh. Okay. just trying to figure out, maybe we do a bigger one like that. So, cookies look good. I'm gonna do one bigger one, two smaller ones. Nice. The mummies turned out so good. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I didn't invent the idea of them. I just have a recipe on our website for kind of the filling that I use. I know your forearm has to be crazy, the forearm strength from squishing dough. Yeah? All right. I think I'll go in the oven. Spread them out because I'm expecting them to spread. Space them out. Say. Oh, guys, the molasses in this cookie is so good. I put more than I usually do, and I think it's bang on. Okay. That. Oh, we said we were going to test them, remember? How I said, like, let's test how much baking powder. Maybe I should add. Mix some baking powder into this. No, you're not meant to do that. Okay, don't do that. So these ones are kind of like snickerdoodles-ish. I like a ginger molasses cookie. So what I'm doing is I'm just grabbing the size of like 2 tablespoons, like that, rolling in this bowl, rolling in some cinnamon sugar, like this. Problem is the cinnamon sugar is very fine. Is this, what is in your dough, or is this just a normal recipe? When you say normal recipe, what do you mean? So we've got butter, 125 grams of butter, 90 grams of brown sugar, 90 grams of white sugar, 20 grams of molasses, 270 grams of plain flour, a teaspoon of baking soda. I've got it at the moment. So I'm trying to find a version of the chocolate chip cookie that's a little bit like a chewier chocolate chip cookie. So more molasses is going to give that nice result. All right, that's it. Seemed more doughy, yeah, so it's a little bit molasses. There we go. So I'm trying to kind of have a bit of fun with recipe testing, but also make it themed. So I'm testing a chocolate chip cookie recipe, or like a molasses cookie, but then making it themed. It's more fun. So we're recipe testing. I like the recipes to be in grams, but I understand the approachability of cups. Whereas they're not always as accurate, but using cups helps you cook more, then I wanna help you do that. Not a fan of a chewy cookie biscuit unless it's oatmeal or old-fashioned molasses cookie. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I agree, Kelly. A lot more consistent. A lot of people don't understand, and that's what I'm trying to show. In the cooking class that I'm doing today, I'm going to do a demonstration we've done on stream before with weighing compared to measuring, and how inaccurate it can be, especially with things like baking bread as well. You know, your texture of your cake, texture of your bread, texture of your cookie can be completely different from when you made it last time. Also learning about like the environment, the temperature, your altitude as well can all affect your baked goods. And I look forward to being able to, because like I can say stuff on stream, but if you're not here, you might miss it. So that's why I'm really excited with the new website to be able to like write a blog post on explanation of like things that I can be like, okay, it's on the website, go and read that. And so that you all can, you know, evergreen content. You don't have to be at every single stream all the moment. Even though I want you to be at every single moment of every single stream, you can't be. And so if I can give you some education and you guys can share something kind of tangible, you can share and improve your knowledge, and that would be good. Bread baking is when I switched, then started to use it for everything. Nice. Yeah, good brand, like a good quality scale. This one's my new one. It's 5 kilos from Tech City. I don't know how to pronounce it. But this one's been really fantastic. I like it. One is that it came from the German word meaning snail dumpling. Love it. I love eating snail dumplings. Okay. Jalapeno poppers there. Okay, so I need to start getting organized for the cooking class today. I've got to organize my pack. So if you guys, while we wait for the cookies, you're okay for me to tell you and show you what I'm getting organized for the cooking class? So I have this trolley. This is from Kmart. It is the best thing ever for transporting groceries. When you go to the farmer's market, it's fantastic. So I use this all the time for different things. When we go to my mum's house and I'm taking food, or farmer's market streams we bought it for, but getting groceries from one side of the house to the other, it's awesome. And they're like $40. Amazing. Okay, so what are we gonna need? I need to write a list. Look at my cookies. Just use the back of this. I have my laptop and I love using electronic stuff, but there's something about writing a physical list of things that, okay, I just like pen and paper. So we're making bread to start off with. So then we need dukkha. So I need equipment and ingredients. Gnocchi. Oil. If I'm doing it in infused oil, I'm not sure yet. Okay, so bread, I need yeast, flour, water I can get from the place, yeast, scales. We're just gonna do an easy crusty bread from our cookbook. So very simple. This is our cookbook here. First things first. It's you can do it no knead if you wanted to, but it's a really great introduction to make bread. And where is it? Easy Crusty Bread's first recipe in the bread side, snacks and desserts. Yeast, water, salt, plain flour or bread flour. Molly, I use new fresh dry yeast for the naan. They are a lot better now the yeast was too old. Yes, great job. You dry yeast is good. If you want to go better, get instant yeast. It's just a newer kind of way of cultivating yeast, and it's a lot more shelf stable. If you want to learn about yeast tips and tricks, those who have first things first, read this whole page on yeast. I mean instant yeast, fabulous. Okay, so the section in here about yeast, instant dry yeast is the most recommended for its ease of use. Its smaller granules mean that it absorbs liquid rapidly and doesn't need to be hydrated or proofed when mixed into flour. It is quicker acting, and due to its stability and shelf life, it is safe to buy in bulk. When it is not, while it is not necessary, it is our preference to proof even the instant dry yeast to ensure that it is active. Yeah. And then it tells you what active dry yeast is, proofing, how to, keeping the dough warm, additives, so enriching your dough, just little tips and tricks. So this is first things first, a guide to getting you started in the kitchen. It was recommended for those who are beginning in the kitchen and those who, moderate to intermediate. I think there's something in here for everybody, whether it's equipment, groceries, how to stock up your pantry. There was a whole story about how this came about, but a lot of the kind of simplest form was when COVID started. It was an idea of an ebook that my husband and I had for when we were going into lockdown for our community. People, we weren't sure about how the access to fresh food would be. Everyone was in the place of we didn't know what was going to happen with lockdowns and how long we would be in lockdown and quarantine. Access to food may be reduced. And so I was saying what to stock up on, what equipment to buy, how to cook really delicious food from your pantry and your fridge and freezer. So then it grew to a guide to getting you started. So, how to freeze and defrost food safely and effectively, how to save and, cook on a budget, tips and tricks for shopping, spice and seasoning mixes, essential ingredients for your pantry that I always have on hand. And then that has over 70 recipes as well. Yeah. So that is first things first. So I'm taking that yeast flour. I need to fill up my plain flour is there, which I'm taking. I need to fill it up. This cookies smell good. Nice. They're spreading nicely. Still a little bit domed. Okay, plain flour. So these are 12.5 kilo bags of flour. By plain flour and baking powder, flour, all in bulk, because it saves money. And I just store them in the pantry in a cool, dry environment. Because buying smaller packages, like 1 kilo, 2 kilos, the cost is in the packaging. Whereas if you're cooking quite a bit, it's more effective to the cost per gram or cost per ounce is smaller when you buy in a larger portion. Most intact bag of flour I've seen. Yeah, pretty good, hey? It's just my skills of pouring. Not really. It usually goes everywhere. Ask anyone in chat. I usually make a mess. The slogan of this room is food, fun and fumbles. There's a lot of fumbles. A lot of mess. My husband calls me a hurricane. Okay. What else am I gonna need? Bowls for mixing. So I've got 2 large bowls, 2 medium bowls. We're making gnocchi, so I won't necessarily use the ricer, but I'll show them it. Okay. Okay, bread, so salt we'll need. 2 different types of salt. With the lid, Molly. Take this lid. Salt, flaky salt and kosher salt, or flossy salt, whatever you want to refer to it as. Spoons and things they'll have for making the covers. So when I make bread, I teach people to use shower caps to cover the bowls so that you don't have to use cling wrap or bowl, like a tea towel or anything. Shower caps are great, especially when you're making sourdough, because it stays covered for a long time on the bench. So shower caps are great. Mix-ins for the bread, if we make them, I'm going to show them how to make sun-dried tomato, olives, and rosemary. Bread, olives, rosemary, garlic. More garlic. So I'm doing a cooking class for an event that my mum's running, and it's kind of like the first one I've done outside of streaming. So I just wanted to teach them something simple, which is making bread, because I feel like more people should learn how to make bread and then be more comfortable. And then from starting with bread, then you can make scrolls and rolls and platted bread, filled, you know, cheesy pull-apart breads and things. How many people will be at the class? It was supposed to be about 9 or 10, but I think there's going to be 5. So it should be, it's nice and small, which is good. Good for me to start out with. But my mum wants to start doing more. Okay. Another trick that I've learnt, and I think that, you know, you learn by figuring out what you're already doing and how you can do it easier. Garlic is something that I love to add to recipes, but the time to peel and the time to kind of chop them and mince them is not as easy as using like a garlic powder, or I don't add it at all because it used to be in the pantry. So now what I do is I get the cloves and I break them up into individual pieces like this. So the whole head, divide it into cloves. Takes me a few minutes to do this. Stitching time saves 9, as your parents always say. So then when I need, and I also store the mincer in there as well, it sits in there. And I pick it up, like hit it on the bench with the mincer, and that helps me peel it. And then I can, it's like only a few steps, like, and I'm standing right here, I can, just takes the time out of me having to go to the pantry, get that, peel it, and whatever. So something that I found that works for me, might work for you as well. Just being a little bit organised. I just throw that out. Now that's a smart idea. Now that, so flavoured rosemary bread, rosemary and garlic bread, olive bread, if they want to use that as well, and sun-dried tomatoes, maybe. Sun-dried tomatoes. Then we're going into the dukkha. I'll have to get in a minute. Gnocchi, I've got sage leaves for the gnocchi. Then we're going to do a brown butter sauce. So what do we need for brown butter sauce? Butter. Safe, always safe, just to take as more butter than you need, because to go on the bread, but also brown the butter sauce. brown butter sauce. Damn! Look at these. Look at that! Guys, these are gonna be amazing. I think they're gonna be so chewy. Did we just unintentionally make a molasses cookie? A chewy molasses cookie. I think we did. Bringing your cookbooks to inspire them to buy, maybe. I'll probably take a few if they want to buy them there. Damn. Just got back. Are you making gnocchi? I'm making gnocchi for the cooking class, yes. But if you're interested in actually making gnocchi on stream and want to do a cook along, let me know. If there's anything, if you guys want to redeem something, or let me know if there's something that you'd like to make and we can make it on stream. So, what else? I'm going to turn the oven temperature down. I might pop this one. Let's see. It's still soft. I'll take them out and put the other two back in. Maybe put in your books in your car, and if you're just like, yeah. Okay. What else? Infused oils. Oil. That. Rosemary oil. Potatoes. Plain flour I've already got. Potatoes. I just don't want to miss anything. I need a peeler. I want to make peanut butter cookies. Yeah, we can try and make some peanut butter cookies. Yeah. Pressed by how much you're making. I make 1 pan of brownies from the box that don't cook again until next week. This is one recipe for cookies. Usually I would freeze them, the dough, but I give them away. There's always people around to give food to, or freeze it, or we snack on it for the next week or whatnot. Molly, Matt, legend. Yes. Good one. Good one. I would love to give them all an apron. What I want to do is when I want to run classes, and included in the price you get an apron and you get some goodies and like a goodie pack for once. Like, this is what I've always wanted to be doing, is cooking classes. And like, you buy a ticket and it includes like an apron to take home, and you make like dukkha or something, and then you take that home, and just included in the price. Like, we sit down and we eat together, but then you have some goodies to take home and share with your family as well. And then the opportunity to buy the book and things. Did you pack the mince? No, not yet. I don't know where I put it. I was getting organised and I put it somewhere. Love it on Miss Molly's silicone mat? Yes! All right, garlic press here. Peeler here. Okay, so bread, got bowls, proofing baskets. Are you going to recommend your books to them? Yeah, I'll talk to them about them and show them, of course. There's never any obligation. Whoop, that. I'll take the gluten flour so that I can explain them. Knife to cut the bread. Mum has a set of knives there, some global knives, I know. Lame. If I was my lame, there I would be. What else? Don't cut anyone. That. Take these cookies out.
Delicious.
Delicious. Stace, thank you for gifting to Bakery Worker. So these will deflate a a little bit as well. So we've incorporated air when we mixed the sugars and the butter, and they should deflate as well, which will be nice. Look at them. Take all the cookies out. So altogether we made 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 cookies, all different shapes and sizes. Hot pads for the oven. Yeah, tea towels, because I don't know exactly what's in the house. All right. There's our cookie. One of them. Mmm. Yum. Crisp on the outside. Probably, if I did a molasses cookie recipe, it needs more molasses. Exclamation mark following. Mmm. Yum. Okay. Oh, they're good. So, I need to get marshmallow. Well, we're going to finish the cookies, okay? We need marshmallows from my, I don't know if you guys have like a goodie drawer or like a snack drawer. So in our house, this is our snack drawer where you've got usually like cereals, crackers like Cruskits or rice thins, things like that. And this is like snacks. At the moment we've got rice bubbles, Wheat Bix, cereal, just like the processed, like the packaged food is in this drawer. So Exceed always knows he can eat anything out of here. But then I have this drawer, is like the chocolate candy drawer for, like this has got Lindt chocolate, Jello or jelly, stuff for streams. This is like baking drawer of like extract, well not really extra, oh I could put the extracts and the food colorings in here, that's a good idea. And the marshmallows are in here. We do have, like this drawer has like American foods in it. I've got some like American seasonings, Ghirardelli, brownie mixes, grits, stuff like that. Could add a lot more stuff in there. It's a big drawer with not much in it. This is the Asian drawer. So you've got like chili powders and noodles and Asian stuff. The Italian drawer, or AKA the pasta drawer. And this is the good drawer. So marshmallows and slivered almonds. I don't want flaked almonds, I want slivered almonds. Hey Google, add slivered almonds to my shopping list.
Okay, I added slivered almonds.
I need them to be like fan. Oh, damn it, I used them all in here. I should be able to use this. That's it? Yeah, I only have one drawer. Your kitchen is my dream kitchen. It's pretty banging. I'm very, very lucky. We did pay a little bit extra for the like when we did drawers. I was really new space saving and I wanted drawers. Okay, this is a almond extract that I've been trying to make. It's been maybe like 4 months old. I need to ask Exceed to open it. It'll be 2 seconds. I'll take him some jalapeno poppers while I'm here. Could you please open this? It's hard, right? Oh, you're amazing. Ooh. So this is toasted slithered almonds covered in vodka. Doesn't, there's a slight almond flavour, but not fantastic. Ooh. Oh, that vodka smell. Okay. So we want to create like a buttercream for the, and jam. That was a great idea from Atala. It was a great idea with the jam idea with the blood. We might use a blackberry conserve. Let's go cherry. Cherry jam. I'm gonna add some icing sugar. Okay. Where'd my butter go? I put it in the, I packed it, didn't I? After talking about Cruskits here, I can't stop eating them. They're so good. No, I didn't put the butter in there. Guys, where's my butter? Where's the butter container? It's gone, missing. You showed it to us. No, I didn't pack it because I used the, I don't think I packed it. No, I packed salt and garlic and anything else. Everything else. The sad, mysterious case. Potatoes. But I know, like the butter container, my everyday butter container. Where did that go? Strange. Oh, got it. Just standing behind something. Cruskits, Australian. They're like a cracker, but more like a, I don't really know how to explain them in like a, compare them to an American product. Maybe like a rusk. Okay. Butter with cream cheese, not cream cheese, icing sugar. You could add cream cheese. I was going to say before, you could do this with cream cheese. But you basically want to make a buttercream. Like a buddy sherbet. The baby is craving the Cruskits. Says how is the bub? That's Jacob. Cruskits look good. They are so good. They're so Moorish. Okay, that. You could add a little bit of cinnamon or spices if you wanted to. So buttercream like this is better whipped, but I'm only doing a small portion, so it won't be as effective with the mixer. So is is that a heater on? Oh my God, this whole time, I thought I put the air conditioner on. I've got the heater on. Because I was hot, so I put the aircon on, and I'm like, it's still getting warm. Like, there he is. Let's change it over. Nice. Okay. So, these cookies, right? I'm gonna do knife, this. Grab yourself a cookie. Whatever kind of cookie you want. This chocolate chip cookie. Oh, sorry. Okay. Cut in half. Like that. What we want to do, flip over half. That's why I said you needed to make them bigger. But mine, they didn't spread as much as I was hoping. I didn't push them down. Okay. So, they're probably a little bit touch too warm. Hi, Jess. Like this. Guy. Oh, it's gone. I'll take your heater, please. Okay, let me just look at the photo again, see and make sure I'm doing the right thing. And then we're using our jet puffed minis. Like this, mini marshmallows. Okay, I'm using cherry jam. But I just want the jam part, like I don't want the big pieces. Like the jelly would, like a jelly would be good. And then you want to grab marshmallows and you want to stack them up like this on the surface. It's a bit bigger than the other ones. So then you just want to do one front row that's really straight. And then we want some of these slivered almonds. He has a great dental plan to get them so white, that's it. And then you're using one of these slivers, like that. Get your fangs. Whoop. And then, like that. My fang fell out. What do you think? Ah! Still good. Cute, huh? Let's try this one. You gotta find the marshmallows that are like the same size. Some of them are bigger. Okay. That. I don't know where. Maybe there. Come on, sit there. Just a little bit of fun. His dental plan's a little bit, you know, lapsed. Nice, thank you, Stace. Yeah, buttercream on both sides. But I'm just showing you the idea. I think it's pretty cute. At the end of the day, these cookies are so good. Look at that. I think even more molasses next time, maybe. A bit chewier. The edge is crunchy and the inside is chewy. Really good. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. So I don't know what I should do with this. Extract. Very fitting for a dentist party. If this